It is snowing a lot.
Authorization.
Yes. So I'm going to ride the difficult horse for a bit and kind of, yeah, see how it goes. So it's day 4, we're now about to head out to the Sahara, which will be a couple hours away. The only problem is that our GH4 battery charger packed up. So we only have 2 GH4 batteries left, which is a little bit concerning, but I think we're just going to have to be really careful with it. And we should be filming some dirt biking, sandboarding, 4x4 driving, loads of stuff. So we're just taking a quick stop off at this incredible gorge here on our way out to the Sahara. And unfortunately we weren't able to bring our drone out to Morocco. This is simply because there's a lot of kind of like legislation and bureaucracy around getting a drone into the country. You have to get it signed off.
Authorization.
Yes, I see.
Yes.
However, I have got an idea to test out something similar. Let's give it a go. So it's unbelievably cold right now because we're not out in the sun. Whenever you're in the shade, it's really cold. So excuse the hood, but I think you can probably see where I'm going with this now. So Feiyutech gimbal, GoPro Hero 5. Now this would probably be much more effective with a bigger tripod, but this one's nice and weighty, which is good. So, and we'll just see how it goes. Jeez. Let's be honest, this really didn't work out that great. However, if you don't have a drone and you're in a bit of a tight spot, it could be good for capturing a high angle or getting yourself a crane shot. But I won't be eBaying my Mavic anytime soon, that's for sure. We are now approaching the Sahara Desert. This is the gateway. You can tell the landscape's changing because there's lots of sand now by the side of the road that's just been, we've been told, like blown here. Where are we, Ollie?
We are now just on the edge, as you can see behind me, of the Sahara Desert.
So we've now arrived at our campsite, which you can see is pretty luxurious out in the Sahara. We had to take a quad bike ride to actually get here. And then tomorrow morning we'll take a camel ride to get out the Sahara again. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got loads and loads of stuff to film, both with quad bikes, and then we're going to be filming sandboarding, which is kind of like snowboarding but on sand. And if you look around, you can see there's big dunes all around us that we're going to be trying it out on. So we're all ready to film our company, part of this company ad, and the guy who had the quad bikes has gone off with the keys. And we have, as you can see, very little time before the sun sets. That's a bit stressful. So things like this go wrong all the time, and the best way to deal with it is to ensure you've done plenty of preparation in advance. Even if you don't manage to get what you were hoping for, it's always worth getting at least something.
You need for tomorrow. You need one bike or two.
We'll probably need 2. So frustratingly, we've had to cancel the shoot for this evening. The guy came with the quad bikes, left them, then left and took the keys. So we'll have to start at 7 AM tomorrow. But as you can see, we're in the most incredible location. We've already done a little bit of filming and kind of tried the Feiyutech and done a bit of a dry run. But there's not really a lot you can do in that situation.
So it's 6 AM and the sun rises in about 45 minutes. So we're going to get up, get ready and see if we can get out there in time for it.
So we're out on the quads filming this. It's pretty tricky because we're getting sand all over the place, and it's dealing with like vehicles is sometimes quite complicated, but we're getting some good footage.
Yeah, we've only got 10 minutes with the quads. We're trying to get as much as we can now.
So the quads are heading off now. I think we filmed as much as we possibly can in the hour that we had. We've got to film some sandboarding, we've got a camel ride later on, and just generally be kind of filming the desert and stuff, which is obviously pretty crazy. So it's all good. Feiyutech A2000 is quite nice and it's really, really lightweight. So in a situation like this, it's really quick to be able to just kind of jump on with it and have someone hanging off the back of a quad bike. Light enough to kind of operate one-handed. So if you kind of get stuck, you can do this, which is really nice. But yeah, I think the footage hopefully looks really good. And how did you find it operating this off the back of the quad?
Yeah, it was pretty easy. Having the thumbstick right there to move around the gimbal manually yourself is really nice. It did get into some confusion when we were turning sharply and trying to use the stick. But apart from that, not too many issues.
We've now got very limited time left at this camp. We've still got sandboarding to film, some environmental shots to get. We've got a camel ride to get back to like the town, which is like an hour and a half or something camel ride. We haven't finished, the camels are waiting. We probably have another 45 minutes of filming to do. I've got to check the footage first, but my laptop won't switch on because of the cold from when it was outside earlier. So it's all just a bit hectic right now. We're having some technical difficulties with the Feiyutech gimbal right now. A little bit stressed right now, Ollie. What are you stressing about?
Yeah, our GH4 charger's broken, and unfortunately the GH4 is the only camera that fits on these gimbals. So, using them, we've used up nearly all our GH4 batteries, and I think this is the last one, and it's barely got anything in it. So, we're gonna have to pray and hope we can get as much footage as we can with about 5 minutes of battery life.
So we've wrapped up our shoot with the sandboarding, and now we're getting our kit together. We're gonna put it in a 4x4, and then we're gonna have like an hour camel ride. We're really stressed out because the GH4 battery charger's broken, so we only had like 1 bar of battery left.
Yep.
But we got like 15-20 minutes of footage on 1 bar of battery. So I've said it before, I'll say it again, GH4 batteries, sick.
Yeah, it's good. The amount of times I've got on camels, I'm starting to get used to the getting up and getting down part now. Yeah.
Sorry, can we stop?
Sorry, my phone fell out my case.
So one of the things Chris at Wex gave us to bring on the trip. So there's a little bit of a problem with this footage. Basically, it's a short review telling you guys what we thought of the new RØDE Video Mic Pro. It's the microphone we were using to record the audio on the trip, and because I wanted to speak about it, I wanted to hold it while riding the back of the camel, and we didn't have a mic for the camera, so the audio sounds awful. Now we've already got a Video Mic Pro in the office. So yeah, not great for a mic review. So I thought I'd give you my thoughts now very quickly. Overall, I absolutely love the microphone. I think it's a great update. I was already pretty happy with the audio quality, but overall it just makes it a much more usable piece of kit that you don't have to think about as much. The reasons for that being, one, it's more robust. It doesn't have those stupid kind of elasticated clips anymore that always pop out. That's great. Two, it's rechargeable and it's got really clear kind of audio levels and stuff on the back and some nice lights. Great, it's nice, it feels more robust. You can actually remove the kind of the sleeve from it, brilliant. But then number three, which is my absolute favorite part, is that for us, when we had it plugged into the A7S Mark II, I assume it's compatible with all other cameras, when you turn on the camera, it automatically switches the mic on. And we have had it in the past where you've had to get something really quickly and you've turned on the camera, started recording and then realized the mic's not running, and vice versa, you switched off the camera at the end of a shot and you've left the mic on and it's run out of battery. So it may seem like kind of small things, but I'd say overall it's a much more usable piece of kit that takes a lot less kind of effort to run. So yeah, overall I absolutely love it, and I think the audio quality and everything is great. So back to it. So we have an insane amount of stuff to do, but the pressure's kind of really on to finish this off.